Hi, it's Tackygoods, Terri Baker, and this is step 2 on how to make a little smock dress for 18-inch and Estelle or American Girl. Thought you might like to see what it's going to look like when we have it on the doll. Isn't that going to be cute? Okay, so let's recap what we did. The first thing that I asked you to do was to sew these pieces together, and that's what it looks like on both the yoke and the yoke lining.
I can't read that. Oh, no.
Grandma's recording now. Okay, so the next thing that I would like you to do is I would like you to pin it around the neck and the back, here and here. And really, when you hand sew, it doesn't matter any of which way you pin it. When you're machine sewing it, you have to do it in a certain way so that the machine can go over the pins. But one of the things that I like about hand sewing is that you can just do it anyway. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a 1/4 inch seam here, around here, and back down the back. Then you're going to clip it, not to the thread, but just a little bit further away from the thread, and you're going to cut these pieces diagonally so that you can get a corner. When you're done with that, you're going to turn it so that it's right sides out, and you're going to press it so that the neck is nice and neat. That's that. While you're doing that, I also want to show you what our little sleeve looked like. Remember, we did folded it and folded it again, and I'd like to show you a really simple trick on how to get a puffy sleeve or a sleeve put together very quickly with hand sewing. What you want to do is measure the upper arm, or wherever it is that you're going to gather, plus 1/2 inch, and put it on one of these little bodkin needles. I just lost it, but you can put it through there. Then you're going to just go ahead and put that bodkin needle right through here and gather it. Take a pin and pin here and continue gathering it. Then immediately, after the elastic is in there, put it right sides together, just like that, and sew it right there and overcast. Overcasting is just going around and around and around. Now you've got it all ready to go. Before you do that, I would like you to take some basting stitches to this top of the sleeve. Now I know in regular patterns they always have dots, but let me tell you, those dots sometimes don't work out very well. So what I do is I measure it from where the middle of the curve is, and I go ahead and I baste all the way around. The reason that I do that is because you can always straighten this piece out once it's been stitched, but if you have gone short and you still need some gathers or fullness put in here, then you're going to have to do it by hand, pinch it by hand, and that makes a mess. So I wanted to show you what it looks like finished. Remember, I told you that we were going to sew it and overcast it. So I've got the elastic in this one. I'll open this up a little bit so that you can see. Right sides together, and this is the seam right there. Then you've got the pieces, and it's all ready to go ahead and gather. I'm going to show you a really easy way to gather, to set in a sleeve. Super, super simple. You're going to never do it any other way. And then again, here is our skirt. Remember, we ran the basting stitch around the top. That's what that looks like. Nice and gathered, and it's ready to go. Last but not least, our little pocket on this one. Remember, we did it right sides together, and then we turned it, and I said, don't worry about that, because all I did was turned it and I folded all that down. Now when we sew this on the skirt, we'll just sew it around here and maybe put a little couple stitches in there. So do those things that I asked you to do, and then when we get back, we're going to start to put it together. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.